On the last video we did download and importing all the necessary file also plugin to be used in the game, and now we finally can start write some script. The first one will be create all essential scriptable objects from your Unity editor window. Inside script folder, make another folder and name it SO. And inside this folder create C# script, color palette. This script will be derived from scriptable objects because we need this life as an assets. By making it as an asset, we can more easily editing it from Unity editor, and also reference it to any class need this data, regardless of the scene. You can simply pause this video and write all the code from screen to your own color palette scriptable object script. Every single script inside this project will be live under BallSortPuzzle namespaces. If you don't know what namespaces is, you can think this sort of organization of all script in the project. Because we want this life as scriptable object data, that means instead of mono behavior this script will be derived from scriptable object. There is two ways to create scriptable object. One of them by using create asset menu attributes, and inside this attributes, first argument is the default name of scriptable object, and the second argument is the location for creating it. The other way to create scriptable object is by using create instance, but unless you want to create it from script or runtime, using create asset menu already cover what we need. Now let's focus on explaining what is this color palette and where is this data needed. To make easier to understand, color palette actually just store collection of possible amount. Which if you ask where we know what is the possible amount, we can go back to editor to see it. As you can see, every ball variation inside graphic folder consists with 13 colors in total from red to purple. Now go back to Visual Studio. That will be the reason why we are create this as list of palette. To make easier, we will not just keep the color but also the indexes. That why we create one helper class name palette. Simply for store color and its respective index, this class only has one public method with return type color to access from other script, and we doing so by asking what index of color you want. And the last method inside this class is Unity callback on validate. This callback will trigger when we create this for the first time and every time we did change. By doing so we can automatically assign index of each color in list without need to input it manually. This data will be used for two reasons. First one is when tube is solved. It's mean when all the ball inside a tube are match, and the second one is used by level data editor when we choose show as color equals false.